Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing safe and sound. Welcome to my channel DevOps Tech Stack.
So today we will go through the day 3 video of the DevOps interview questions. So without any further delay, let's get started. So the very first question is you need to write a Python script that automatically detects and restart the HCD service if it becomes unhealthy. So, what is the HCD service? So, this is related to the Kubernetes. You can go through the Kubernetes architecture to go through the detail of this particular service. Okay. For now, I am just trying to write one Python script which will restart this HCD service if it is in the unhealthy state. Okay. So now I will just go through the important pointers over here, right? The very first variable name is the HCD service name. So here I have given the service name, that is HCD. Now, what is this health check command? So basically, it is a utility. HCDCTL is the utility that will help you to interact with an HCD cluster, and the endpoint refers to the specific HCD service within the particular cluster. An HCD cluster typically consists of the multiple nodes for redundancy and the fault tolerance. So each node in the HCD cluster has its endpoint, which is basically a network address or usually an IP address with the port number. So there you need to specify those IP address and the port number over here in the endpoint section. And using this particular command, it will check the state of the HCD cluster or HCD service, right? So now what we are doing in this particular function, we are just checking if the HCD service is in healthy state or not. So in the Python, you have one module called as the sub process module, which is basically used to run any command line utility. So here I am running one particular command, that is health check command. What is this health check command? HCDCL, and what is the endpoint, and then health check. This is the particular command line utility that will help you to check the state of the HCD service. Now you want to capture the output in the form of text. Okay. After that, you will check if you are getting the text output as a is healthy. That means your HCD service is in healthy state. Otherwise, you are throwing the exception that health check is failed. Okay. Now, in case the HCD service is not in the healthy state, you need to restart it. So again, any command line, if you want to run any command line utility or something, then you need to use the sub process module of the Python. And under the sub process module, what argument we are passing? We are just running the systemctl command. This command you might be already aware in the Linux environment that it is used to restart any service or start or stop any particular service in the Linux process, right? So here I'm just restarting the HCD service name. What is the HCD service name? That is the service name is HCD, right? And here I'm just restarting this particular service, right? So this is a simple Python script that will help you to restart any service which is in not in healthy state or which has been stopped. You can refer this Python script and you can do as per the requirement, right? Now we will talk about the next question, that is what is SCADA, and share some scenario where you have used it. So what is SCADA in Kubernetes? So SCADA full form is Kubernetes Event Driven Autoscaling. So the full form itself is very clear, right? It is a Kubernetes based event driven autoscaler. Means based on the event usage, your workers will be auto scaled automatically. You are not doing anything. It is designed to automatically scale your application deployments based on the number of events which are currently processing, right? Now, in which scenario can you go for the SCADA? So let's say you have an application that processes data from a database. So the amount of data to be processed varies over time, right? Sometimes it is more, sometimes it is less. So with peaks during certain periods, you can use the SCADA as a solution. You can use SCADA to scale the number of worker pods processing the data based on the number of rows in a database table or the result of SQL query, right? Now I can tell you one more scenario where you can go with the SCADA solution. Let's say you have a scheduled task that needs to run periodically. The task may require significant resources, but it only runs for a short period of time, right? So what will be the SCADA solution? You can use SCADA to scale the number of worker pods to run the task and then scale them down to zero when the task is complete. right? So this is what my understanding is about the KDA. Now let's talk about the next command, that is what is a Helm link. Okay, so Helm link is a command line tool which is used to validate Helm chart. You can think it of as a code linter, but it is specifically only for the Helm charts, and it helps you to catch potential errors and enforce best practices before you deploy your chart to a Kubernetes cluster. So today I will just go through these particular questions in my video. Thank you again for watching our videos. Stay tuned for the day 4 of the DevOps interview questions. Thank you.